Hello ladies and gentlemen, CYBORG here and welcome to yet another chest review. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Justice League chest that is now up in the store. We're going to be taking a look at each character you can get from there, the price of the chest and the chances of getting those characters, and we're also going to talk about what other ways you have to get those characters and how good the characters are and if you should go for it. And overall if it's worth spending your gems. I have briefly talked about it in my Injustice 2 Mobile News series, where I talk about all the chests that are in the shop once every 4 days, so you might want to check that out. And I've also broken down the characters in the Justice League Offer Bundle review, but since this is a different chest and there are maybe people that didn't watch the bundle review, I'm going to break down the characters yet again. If you have watched the bundle review, you can skip through that part. So without further ado, let's get into it. If you have any questions, comment them down below, and please go ahead and support me by subscribing to the channel. So for any of you who don't know, 160 shards, it means you will unlock it at 3 stars. And for gold characters and for legendary characters, it means that you are unlock it at 3 stars if you have 200 shards. So by those shard numbers, they are basically saying that you will unlock those characters at 3 stars. At the time of recording this video, you have a 1.87% chance to get Superman at 3 stars, 2.8% chance to get Justice League Aquaman at 3 stars, 2.8% to get Flash, 2.8% to get Batman, 2.8% to get Wonder Woman, and 2.8% to get Cyborg, and an 84.11% chance to get gold shards. But more on that later. For now, we will go ahead and take a look at each character and talk about if they are worth going for or not. Starting off with Justice League The Flash. In terms of his abilities, there's not really much noticeable except for this ability that has a stun chance. But on the other hand, his passive is extremely good. Let's not regard the unblockable specials because that's also not important. But this gives +1 fast attack hit for his team. Yet again, I'll go over the fast attack stats because some of you don't know what fast attack is and have pointed that in the comments. So each character has a chance to fast attack as it has a chance to crit. This means that every time he uses a basic attack, he has a 75% to trigger a fast attack. When a fast attack is triggered, you are going to hit, instead of once, you're going to hit the number of times that your fast attack meter says. For most characters, it's 2. So for most characters, each time they successfully tap into a fast attack, they will be able to hit 2 times. Justice League The Flash has 3 fast attacks, and plus the fast attack of his passive is going to have 4 fast attacks, and this is going to make him an amazing damage dealer, an amazing combo builder, and a must-have support for the League of Anarchy team. So this is a character that should not be out of your roster by any means, but on the other hand you can find him in the arena seasons, and he's right now available in the arena, so there is no reason for you to get him from this chest since he is available to be grinded in arena. But more on that later. Okay, now taking a look at Justice League Cyborg. Again, nothing really notable about his special abilities except for the Cyber Strike, which has power drain on it, and this enables you to use the Justice League team in raids in phase 4 because of this. Now let's take a look about his passive. Immune to stun doesn't really matter. The bars he gets when he is targeted by a stun is not going to make a huge difference, but what we are going to take a look at is the whopping plus 300% damage on basic attacks, tagging attacks and swipe attacks on all the Justice League members. This is a passive that is a must-have for your Justice League teams and will make him an amazing character to have. As far as I'm aware, he's not available to be gotten anywhere else, so this is a character that you will only get via chest. Not sure if via this chest, but we will talk more about that later. It's also notable that he doesn't have his gears anywhere. Justice League The Flash does have his gears in the arena store. For this guy you will need to get them by random raid drops. The third character that we're going to take a look at is going to be Justice League Aquaman. The only notable thing about his special abilities is the fact that he has a power slow on his second ability, but this is not going to do that much and it's not going to be so useful, so we don't regard that. The main thing about him is that first of all he is going to give 100% chance to armor pierce for Justice League teammates on basic attacks, tag attacks and swipe attacks. This means that every attack used by any Justice League member will ignore armor. This fact, coupled with the fact that they get an increased attack from CYBORG and the fact that they get one more fast attack from Justice League the Flash, makes the combination of those three characters very deadly. But Justice League Aquaman is available in the arena seasons, so you can easily get him from there, so there's no need to get him from this chest since you are most likely going to already have him, or you are going to get him soon from the arena seasons. Also keep in mind that his gears this time are going to be in the arena store, but yet again he is also going to be in the arena seasons, so be patient with this one. Justice League Batman is again a character that has nothing much going for his special abilities. His passive tactical backsuit, we are going to ignore that special one armor piercing or something because that is not going to matter at all. The thing that we are going to look at is that he will ignore damage for the first ability casted on him and on his Justice League teammates. So he basically gives the active part of Armored Superman passive to your entire team. This is going to be pretty good in Arena and Champions Arena, and there are some people that use him in their Justice League teams when they are playing Arena. But keep in mind that this character is also available in the arena seasons and he's pretty easy to grind because there are not many people farming for him, and his gears are in the arena store, so there's that. But the conclusion is that this character is not worth getting from this chest, since you will easily be able to get him from the arena store. Well, excuse me, I meant arena seasons, not arena store. In arena store you can get his gears. Then we have Mythic Wonder Woman. Her passive is going to be getting 50% of the opponent's attack for 20 seconds after she kills it. She also has a shield, which is very good also is to have a shield on a character, and she's one of the very few characters that have an active shield and are not built as tanks. And her first ability is going to have armor pierce, and the very low cost armor pierce is going to be always good. This is nevertheless a great character to be used in arena, and she was used some time ago in raids, but, and there's a big but, she is not used anywhere anymore. She's a good character, but simply out of the entire Justice League team, she's not the most optimal choice, so people prefer not to use her. So she simply has no place to be in the Justice League team, unfortunately. She's a great character nevertheless, but not a character that you're going to need. As far as I know, in terms of her gears, you get her gears once you unlock her via achievements. And in terms of getting her any other way, I don't think she dropped from raids. I might be wrong there, and I'm not sure if she is in the arena season, so I've never really seen her. But nevertheless, this is not really a character you need, or a character that you're going to need to pair up with other Justice League members. And the last character you are going to be able to get from this chest is going to be a very good character, Justice League Superman, who's going to have the best super block in the entire game because it also is able to heal him. A pretty good third ability because it's going to inflict burning. For those of you who don't know what burning is, it halves the enemy's defense. His Batman vs Superman is going to buff him up for each Batman and Wonder Woman that are in his team or in the opposing team. That's going to buff him very good. Do You Bleed is going to give a percentage defense to Justice League teammates and Legendary teammates, another great passive. And Protector is going to make him jump in and interrupt enemies' abilities targeted at friendly characters. And inflict a pretty good amount of damage. So overall this is a great character, in my opinion the second best character in the game arguably, and this is most definitely a character you want. But you need to keep in mind that you will not be able to easily unlock his gears. Now that we have gone over every single character, let me simplify things. The only characters that you really need to get from this chest and is going to be beneficial for you to get from this chest are going to be Justice League Cyborg and Justice League Superman. So combining them two, you will have a chance to get a good deal out of this chest, which is going to be lower than 4%. Because the rest of the characters, don't get me wrong, they're pretty decent characters, but they're either characters that you don't really need or characters that are going to be available in the arena seasons for you to grind out. And keep in mind that even if all those characters were good characters, you would still have a very high chance to get gold shards. And for those of you who don't know, most of the time when there's something that says gold shards, because it is not a very transparent concept, it's not going to tell you will have this chance to get 20 gold shards, this chance to get 40 gold shards, and this chance to get 60 gold shards. No, it's just randomly thrown in there gold shards. So when you see on a chest that it just says gold hero shards, the thing that you are going to have to expect is going to be that you are going to get 20 Swamp Thing shards, 20 Cheetah shards, 20 Unbreakable Cyborg shards. This is how this goes for most of the chests, and when there is something extremely random that you're not even given the chances, you need to assume the worst. So in conclusion, since there are only 2 characters in this chest that are going to perform well for you and that you are going to need, and even if you unlock them you will not have their gears, and because there's a very high chance for you to get bad gold shards, I would say that this chest is going to be a no buy. So please don't buy this chest because it's not a very good investment of your gems in my humble opinion. Well, this was all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave them down below in the comments, because I try my best to read all comments and answer all questions. And if you like this content and in order to stay updated on future chests and future offers, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, as I would really appreciate it. Well, this was all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one.